Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another fresh take. Vicky, how are you?
I am good. How are you? What's going on?
Okay, so Hawkeye episode 5 entitled Ronin. Starts off with Yelena.
Yeah, so I think I was harping last episode about how Yelena not know her sister best friend or nothing. But now they're like, here, we're gonna wrap that up so y'all cannot question us. The reason why she ain't know is because Black Widow, she goes on a tour to stop all the other widows and help them out and free them. And while she's going on tour, snap, she gone. 5 years later, she come back. Where's my sister? Dead. There you go.
Yeah,
So
that was,
she didn't have a chance
you
to get
know,
to know her sister as an adult, basically.
it's funny because like the way they shot that scene, like she goes to the bathroom, washes her hand, dusts, and then the bathroom changes and she reforms.
That was
So
cool.
that was cool, but it was like, okay, so that's how everybody that had, because when they showed it in WandaVision, they just showed Monica just coming back. They
Yeah.
didn't show like her dusting out. They showed her reforming.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Yelena's watching. Imagine washing your hands, turning to dust, then coming right back with in a different bathroom because they redecorated. So it's a
Yeah.
different bathroom, and you like, what the hell? So I actually like the way they did that. That was actually pretty cool. And yeah, you're right. Like, because that was one of the things that we said last week about the whole how does she not know? And then you find out, yeah, Clint knows about Yelena, but he never met her.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that. I'm like, okay, so that actually makes sense that them not, you know, actually meeting. That was their first time meeting. And the other good thing about this episode, honestly, is a lot of the dialogue. Like Yelena and Kate having their little dinner
Whilst they're
interrogation.
eating Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah, with hot sauce. You can't put hot sauce on the mac and cheese. I'm sorry.
No. Actually, when it's out of the box, you can do any doctoring you want. Now, if it's baked mac and cheese made by grandma, nah, you can't do that.
You better
But
not. You better not touch that.
when it's bright yellow out the box, you can add hot sauce, ketchup. You can add basically anything you want because it's not real mac and cheese. So the rules don't apply with that. Them's like whatever. Like when
Yeah.
I buy like the Velveeta shells, that is the fakest fake stuff ever, right? I
Yeah.
put ketchup on it because it's so fake. It don't matter. You can
Okay.
put hamburger. You put hamburger right on top with some ketchup.
I mean, I can't do that. Yeah, I don't do the hot sauce on the mac and cheese. That's just not me. But that was actually a very good scene. I actually liked it. I liked the fact that she kept calling her by her full name the whole
Yeah.
time. I thought that was funny. But only thing though, I will say this: Yelena started laughing when Kay was like, "I could have killed you." I'm like, Yelena, I don't know why you laughing because she had a straight shot at your head and you were not paying attention because you were so focused on trying to kill Clint.
Yeah.
She could have shot you dead in your throat.
Yeah, you could have really actually been jacked up, sweet.
Yeah, so you might want to stop laughing and pretending like your reflexes was that fast because you was 100% on trying to kill Clint and she had a clear shot at your neck. So
it would have been a wrap for you.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're a widow, but I don't think they taught you how to like survive your jugular being slashed or punctured. I'm sorry, but I did like that. The other thing too, once again, Vera Farmiga, I love. She's an awesome actress, but I'm like, if this was Among Us, I would not be trusting her. We'd have to have a meeting if this was Among Us and she was on there.
Exactly.
I'm like, how are you trying to comfort your daughter, make you even more suspicious? I couldn't have been the only one that saw that.
She is so shady. There's no like the level of shady is hilarious.
I'm just like, Kate, you can't see your mama being. I'm like, okay, look, her and Jack are perfect for each other because they both they are both messed up.
Yeah,
I can see why they love works. Like, dude, come on, man. That love will last forever. So
Mm-hmm.
you got a calm man and somebody that you really wouldn't trust in among us. But yeah, that whole sequence, because he was trying to comfort her daughter and everything, and I'm like, you know what? Her being a mother just makes me even more suspicious now. I'm like, this ain't even funny at this point. I'm like, but got to give it to Vera Farmiga because she is doing an awesome job in this series. Because I'm just like, okay, every scene they do with her, I'm like, yeah, you ain't right. There's something about you that's off.
You real off.
Yeah, you are real. First of all, I just thought you was just, for lack of a better term, getting loved down by Jack, but clearly that ain't the case.
No,
because I'm sitting here, Jack is a mustache twirling. He's a mustache twirling.
Set up with the setup, and I guess his uncle or whatever, whoever that was, knew that he was just a scapegoat setup, and he didn't even realize it. Yo, your family is trying to help you out, so more than likely, I'm gonna say Kate's mom probably killed him.
That's what I'm thinking.
With that knife.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what happened. They did get into that argument before that at the engagement party,
and that further would tie him to further tie Jack, because Jack had the sword.
Yeah.
So if you ask anybody, well, yeah, that was his sword. He had it. What do you mean he stole it from the auction? The illegal auction that nobody's supposed to know about, and now his uncle's dead.
Yeah. And the other thing about this one, this episode too, was we got another thing with Echo and Clint. This time Clint is in the full Ronin suit, and he pretty much takes out the tracksuit mafia. They have another slobber knocker. It was a very good fight, and the thing that I noticed about this whole fight was he was clearly holding back again, to the point where I was just like, Echo, can you not see he either didn't do it? It makes me think that he didn't do it.
Like, Echo, sis, come on. Come on. And then he like rips off his mask, like, sis, hello. Take a moment. I was only going after bad guys, and you clearly your dad was bad. Sorry, he was. You know he was. But somebody had to lead me to them. Hello, come on, sis. And then she was like, "Wait, what? Like, yeah, there was an informant. Hello."
Yeah, she started thinking about it, and I'm like, then I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. Then I thought it had to be it's probably Kingpin.
Dude is
her boyfriend.
Well, that's not her boyfriend. Whoever that guy is.
Whoever he is, he be acting like he all.
He's the cousin or something. But like, soon as he said that, it was like, oh, you remember when he was in the car with him? He was like, oh, so now you got to answer to this person. Now you have to answer that person.
Yeah.
Now you have to answer to her. Blah 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 blah. So he's like, oh yeah. He wanna run it. He wanna run stuff, and he's tired of answering to others.
Yeah. So I mean, that scene afterwards was actually pretty good too, because like, you get the feeling that he don't want to hurt her.
Yeah.
But he still want to lead. He still want to take over. Which I'm like, bruh, you got conflicting emotions. He probably gonna die.
I don't think he doesn't necessarily want to hurt her. If she dies, she dies for him.
I don't think he'll do. No, he ain't gonna do it though.
Oh no, he's not the type.
Yeah,
he is not the type.
Right,
You can tell he is not the type. He is going to be in the background, slimy, doing stuff behind closed doors. That is his type.
Yeah. Now, one time for the Tracksuit Mafia, jamming the Run DMC. I love these guys. I'm like,
well, if they're in tracksuits, they have to jam the Run DMC, and they're in New York.
I'm like, first of all, none of those guys better die. None of them better die. I don't care about the number 2. He can get it. He can bite it. Yeah. The rest of them, they better not die. I love those guys too much.
They're funny.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, they are jamming to. I'm like, they actually playing Run DMC and they jamming. I'm like,
and
thank you.
They play their roles really well. So
yeah, they really are doing it. That's why I like those guys. They bad guys, but they're not bad guys. They are basically working a job. That's basically what they're doing.
It's a job. If they were doing construction, they would be doing the same thing.
Yeah, they'd be doing this. All of them would be hanging out. All of them would be. So yeah, I don't consider them bad guys. I just don't. They working a job. They probably got benefits and everything. Knowing them. Like I need to go to HR. Like what, dude? Y'all don't have an HR. But yeah, I love those guys. Once again, I think the MVP of the episode is Yelena. Once again.
Yes, Shelby, they are hilarious. They bring a lot of comedy.
And they do it at the right time. I guess the other thing I do like about the writing of this whole thing is they don't overdo it with them.
Nah.
So it doesn't get like I'm not annoyed when I see him. I like when I see him because I know something finna happen. Especially the big dude in the blue and his little Russian sidekick. That he's always with, the one that's in love, want to take his girl to an Imagine Dragons concert. She don't like Imagine Dragons.
Perfect. They're perfect comedic gold right there.
I love those guys. But Yelena once again is the MVP of the episode because at the end of the episode she follows Among Us. I'm just gonna start calling her Among Us.
But you know what? I think it's good because I was like last episode, I was mad at her for not asking questions.
Yeah,
I was very upset with her, and I was disappointed that she was not asking questions. But then she finally was asking questions, and she was like, "Actually, the person who hired me was your mama."
Yeah,
and here's some pictures. Like,
and who do we see in those pictures? If you are a fan of the Marvel Netflix Daredevil, Vincent D'Onofrio is back as Kingpin, confirmed.
There you go. He's back.
He's back. So that's who she's been, I guess, in contact with, which means that's now it makes sense as to why she knows everything about Clint. Because she runs a security firm, but if you watch the Daredevil shows, you know that Kingpin has the connections worldwide to get information.
Yeah.
If you watch the Netflix Daredevil show, especially season 1 and season 3. So yeah, he's back. Overall, the episode, I enjoyed this episode. I did not think I was gonna like Hawkeye. I am loving Hawkeye. I'm kind of mad it's gonna be over next week.
Because you know what's funny? Because Kate's always saying you have to brand yourself better. Because Hawkeye is one of the throwaway Avengers. Like,
yeah. But I think that's how in the MCU they framed it as that's how he likes it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand that. That might be how he likes it, but to everybody else, he's a throwaway character. Nobody thinks about him. So for him to have a whole show, it was like, oh, okay, we're gonna watch Hawkeye.
Yeah,
sure, let's go. Like, okay, we have mini Hawkeye with this chicken. What are they doing? But okay, we're along for the ride. Disney Plus, we're along for the ride. And so far, every single episode has knocked it out of the park. It hasn't been a bad episode or episode that you're like, let me just kind of get through this.
Nah, and they're not long. These are like the shortest episodes of all these series. I think the last 3 episodes have all been like 45 minutes.
Yep, in and out. Which is good because you know what? We don't need a Sons of Anarchy type episode.
Yeah,
all over 3 hours long. How you gonna have 2 seasons of 3-hour-long episodes and have a full season of episodes? Yeah, that's 6 episodes. You're gonna do a full 13, 23, whatever. I was like, I can't stay up this late.
yeah. I used to watch that season at
1 a.m. because that's how long the show was on for. Okay, so we don't need that. 45 minutes. Get us in, get us out. We all modern day people have ADHD. We cannot stick around long enough. So good.
No, we can't.
Blow some stuff up. Okay, my ADHD, you got me back. Jump off some stuff. Flip on some stuff. Talk a little bit. Blow some more stuff up. End scene. Okay.
Yep. Man, that's pretty much how these should go. I'm not gonna lie. So
works for me.
Yeah, it works. And next episode is gonna be the finale. So we know we got to have a big blowout action sequence. I'm guessing that's going to be what was shown in the original trailer, at Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what that's going to be. Yeah, Haley Steinfeld, awesome job.
She's so adorable.
Yeah. Because I guess another thing too is when she realized it was her mom, like I was like, and I kind of think like Clint knew that something was up with the mom. So
yeah, he was probably like,
I don't want to tell her.
I don't think she was like, the Jack thing is a little too easy. And especially when he walked into the apartment, he's like, if this ain't a kingpin type setup.
Yeah.
But okay, all right, let's see. You're like, okay, well then apparently the security firm has always been a front for shady stuff, and that's why your family has money, because your whole family's really actually dirty.
Well, I mean, because at the beginning, the first episode, I'm like, your whole condo, your loft got destroyed, and them lofts ain't cheap. So
not in New York City.
How in the world did you get all that? I'm like, okay, all right, they're gonna explain it, but now it makes sense.
That was the Ghostbusters building up in there.
Yeah,
that looks over Central Park like that. That's money.
Yeah, so now it explains all that. Now it all makes sense. I'm like, yeah, you in cahoots with Kingpin? Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be fun. So I am so looking forward to next week, next Wednesday, because this is gonna be good.
Do you think they will have Daredevil show up too?
Not in this one.
Not in this one.
Not in this one.
I mean, you can't have just a flash of like red in the background.
You can. You know what? That would be the surprise of surprise, because nobody would be expecting him to show up. Nobody would suspect Charlie Cox's Daredevil to show up, even though we know he's getting his own series now, because they went on and confirmed it a month ago.
Think about it. Like, what is every Disney Plus show has like that big surprise at the last episode. So what is going to be the surprise that they have kept under wraps, and they've beaten people to make sure, and they broke it so nobody says anything? What is going to be that big surprise? It's not Kingpin. We've seen him, not him.
We've seen him already.
We know the mom's bad. We know the mom's dirty. Now, whether she might be dirty by choice or because she just fell into it, there's nothing she could do. Who knows? But what is the moment?
Right.
Yelena showed up already.
Yeah, Yelena showed up already. So that will be the biggest surprise. I'm just thinking, like, if they were able to pull that off, and he not say nothing, because Charlie Cox hadn't said anything.
I mean, look, they kept Baby Yoda under.
Yeah.
They like to the point they're like, we're not releasing merch. You're gonna watch the show and then we'll release merch after. That. No merch is going anywhere. Bam. Young Luke Skywalker showing up at the end.
Nobody
kept that under wraps. So
you make a good point. I mean, you make a good point. That would be the icing on the cake. Go watch Spider-Man No Way Home, by the way. That would be the icing on the cake if they do that. If they do that, that would be the icing on the cake. But leave a comment. Let us know what you guys thought about the episode. Who do you think is going to show up next Wednesday? Leave a comment. Let us know. Anything you want to pimp out, Vicky?
As always, stop on by the Twitch Fangirl Review. Check out my YouTube Fangirl Review. Follow and/or subscribe. Well, YouTube subscribe, Twitch follow, and come hang out with me. I'm on Mondays at 7. I'm going to start streaming more to my YouTube channel, so you guys can see me there. If you're like, I'm not downloading another app. Okay, I understand that. Watch me on YouTube if you don't want to do Twitch. Totally understand.
Gotcha. All right. Winging the Podcast is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing our annual 2021 in review episode. I did put up a reaction video yesterday for fans of anime. We know this Bleach is coming back, so I did put a video up with the reaction to the trailer. I am going to have some live streams up next week because the podcast is going to be taking the next couple weeks off for Christmas and New Year's. So I will be doing some live streams over on my gaming channel. So just stop by there. I'll probably let you guys know tonight during the podcast what days. Just so you guys know. So, but yeah, that'll be it. We'll see you guys next Sunday at 10 a.m. for our season finale and thoughts on the series as a whole of Hawkeye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all the other good stuff. Peace.